Alright guys, today we're going to be testing valve spring tension using our Rimac valve spring pressure tester. What we have today is a calibration spring for this unit. We're going to use this as a flat bar. I've got a set of dial calipers here. And above and beyond anything else, I've got a service manual here that tells me what I'm looking for and my specs that I'm going to need to try and validate today. So first off, we have three measurements. We have free height, installed height, and open height. The valve as it sits is at free height. This one specs out at 2 inches. There's no load on it, there's no pressure. The fastest way to just do a quick check is to lay all your valve springs out in a row. We'll grab our flat bar, we'll set it on top, and that'll give us a quick idea as to if any of them are shorter or taller. We'll talk about what it means if they are shorter or taller, or if they're looser or tighter. But for a quick visual reference, use a flat bar on top of all of them. For a little more precise measurement, we can use a set of calipers here. We know we're looking for 2 inches, so we'll spec out at 2. And I know they're 2. There we go. 2 inches. The other way that we can do it is we can take our tester here and we can walk this down. We want to make sure that our lock is nice and loose. But we can walk this down until we just hit the top. And we know we've just hit the top of the spring because we can watch this needle move just a little bit. So we know we're at the top right there. We can drop this lock down, tighten it up. Doesn't need to be super tight. As long as the spring is in there when you tighten this lock, it'll be good to go for the next one. I can lift that up, then I can double check. The needle just starts to move. I'm sitting on 2 inches. Okay, I can take my first spring out, set my next spring in. Same thing. Needle moves, I'm sitting at 2 inches, we're good to go. Now say I bring it down, I'm on the lock, the needle doesn't move, my spring's a little short, it's going to be a little loose. Same with, I hit the lock, and instead of at less than a pound, I'm hitting 10 pounds. My spring's a little tall, it's going to be a little tight. If either one of those happens, we know something's a little off. So once you have your free height verified, we can go ahead and go for the installed height. Installed height means when it's sitting in the head, your locks are in, your valve is closed, the spring is compressed just a little bit. It will not be at the full 2 inches of height. It will be specific to this one at 1 in 750 thousandths. So I can back my lock off, throw my spring in here, then I can run this down to 1 in 750 thousandths. Right there. Drop my lock, tighten it up. Verify that I'm on 1 in 750 thousandths here on the scale. And verify that I'm reading the spec. Now my spec is at 69 pounds. That's what I'm looking at here. My first spring is good to go. I set my second spring on. Quick check, 69 pounds. Right height. So now I've got all my installed height verified. I can go for my open height. Open height is when the valve is completely open and the spring is completely compressed. This one specs out at 1 in 375 thousandths. So again, I can open my lock up here, place my spring, and I can run down to 1 in 375 thousandths, which is right about there. Right there. Tighten my lock up. And I can verify that I'm on the right numbers and the right pounds. I need to be at 170. It looks like I'm just over 170. And I'm at the right height. I can take this first spring off. It's good to go. Set my second spring on. Verify, and I'm good to go for that one.